Hello, it's Raglan Jr., a Next Generation Landscaping. I'm hoping everyone is having a great 2022 so far. I'm wishing nothing but the best for everyone. This is a different vlog that I'm gonna do today than previous. It has to do with extreme school makeovers. For those of you who don't know what extreme school makeovers is, I go to different, schools and do some pruning, cut the grass, do some edging, just to make it look presentable for when the kids come in. Because as you know, in our public school system, the grounds can be very bad. You know what I mean? They hire, the janitors to do the work here in PG County. And, with everything they got to do on the inside, they don't have much time to do stuff on the outside. You know what I mean? So that's when I come in, go ahead and provide my services and go ahead, get it done to make it look presentable. So I'm sitting at home the other night talking to my wife when I got a call, and a friend of mine said that they wanted me to go look at some properties for snow removal. So I said, okay, just send me the addresses and I'll, while I'm en route. Oh, we finally got some rain some snow in the DMV. We finally got some snow, you know what I mean? So I say, okay, well, while we are en route, doing our snow removal, I'll stop by, knock them down, and I'll, send you the, the prices and stuff like that. I'll just send you the invoices and stuff. So she said, okay. So she went ahead and sent me the addresses and stuff like that. So, and as I was in my route, and it was at nighttime, you know what I mean? So, the snow had stopped maybe, I want to say around, it stopped maybe, it want to stop maybe about, I guess, around 3, 4 in the afternoon, or however it may be. It fully stopped around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So I got out there, started getting it done, as you know, went into the nighttime and stuff like that, laying down salt and things of that nature. So, as I go, to some of these properties, some of these are townhomes, some of them, maybe corner lots and stuff like that. And this one particular property that we went to, I really didn't, pay too much attention, because I was just looking at it and I was like, oh, it's abandoned and this and that, or how it may be. But as I got to looking at it, and then they had the information on the outside and stuff, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. You know what I mean? I mean, well, not ever, but I'm just saying, I just think it was the coolest thing that, well, I should say, the first elementary school in PG County for African Americans. And the school's name is Fairmont Heights Elementary School. So this was the first school for African American students to be able to go learn and stuff like that. It housed maybe, don't quote me on this, but I think it was like 100 students that they housed, and had them to learn and stuff like that. And I thought it was cool. And when I show it to you, it looks abandoned. But as I got to talking, to my friend, I won't, reveal names, because they're not real big on social media. So, I'll just, if they decide they want to chime in on this YouTube post, hey, you know who you are, go ahead, chime in. We want to keep the peace. We want to keep moving forward. Positive energy, all good vibes. But I just want to say, and as I got to talk to my friend, and as I got to talking to, and she relayed me to some other people, and we got to talking, and they want to revamp, the school. They want to turn it into more of a information system for the youth, to be able to come and get, you know, the necessary resources to go out here and thrive, and which I thought was, you know, very good, you know what I mean, which I thought was good. And they had asked me to be a part of the rebuild. Okay, so what is a part of the rebuild? So what they want to do, everything on here is, once I show it to you, everything on here is natural. Everything on here is original. Nothing on here has changed. And once they get the developers in here and stuff like that, they want to keep the same texture of the building. They want to keep the same structure. They want to keep the same 1912 look as when it was built, and keep it, you know, that way, you know. And then once they start doing that, then I would come in and do the whole entire landscape on it, which I thought was cool, you know what I mean. And then they want to do some things on the inside, wise landscape and stuff like that, which I thought was cool as well. So, you know, I'm very excited about that, and I'm really ready to get started. But we got snow now, so it'll probably happen 2022, 2023, or depending on, you know, when they get things rolling with the development stage of the building, which I thought was very, very good, you know, great, you know what I mean. And, you know, and like I said, you know, on my New Year's video, that I had big things going on, and this right here was unexpected. So this is just something that's an add-on to what else I got going on, but this was unexpected. You know what I mean? But it was a good unexpected. But it was a good unexpected. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm going to keep pushing with these schools. You know, once I get more information on what type of resources they're going to provide for the youth, what type of activities they're going to have for the youth, hey, I'm going to present it to everybody. And, you know, if you're ever visiting in the Maryland area, just stop by, take a look, and, you know, when everything gets up and running, and take a look, you know. But without further ado, you know, I'm going to go ahead and show you, you know, what we got going on here. And I just want to show you the texture of the school and stuff like that. I didn't get actual snow shoveling footage because it was at nighttime, hands were cold, stuff like that. And I wanted to be able to get the full effect of the building when I did it. Okay, so I came back over, you know, this morning to just to shoot the, you know, the footage and show you the building. And at the end of the video, I will give you a informative background of, you know, how the school came about, who were the four people that was really instrumental and brought this, you know, vision to light after the community came to the board and was fighting, trying to get this school up for the African American kids. And there was 4 people that came up and was able to put this to surface, and here we are now, you know, 110 years later, here we are now, and they're about to go ahead and do a revamp on it, which I'm totally stoked about, and I'm gonna be a part of it. I'm totally excited about that. You know, it's a great way to start the year. I'm for anything with the youth, because, as you know, my name of my company, Next Generation, I believe the next generation is the future, and what we do now affects the next generation. So we have to leave something here for them to be able to build on and to be able to progress on, you know. So we got to keep it positive. We got to keep them grounded. We got to keep persevering by any means necessary. Okay. So without further ado, let me show you the school, and then I will, at the end, I will give you some information on, you know, how the school came about, who, you know, built it, and everything else in between. Okay, All right, so this is a different video. If you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up. Everybody leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, okay? So you'll be abreast of what next generation got to offer. Okay, without further ado, here go the scoop. All right, so without further ado, here we go. Yeah, we did the sidewalks and stuff. We didn't go up on just for hazardous purposes. They just wanted us to hit the sidewalks. But this is the building itself. All right, they're going to keep all of the structure the same. They want to keep the structure the same, but when they do the rebuild, they want to keep the same feel of the building, the same 1912 look, but with a modern day style to it. Let's go up closer so you can see the texture of the school. Here's the informational piece that's right here if you want to take a look at that a little later on and get a gist of what it's all about. All right, here's another informational piece that's up there that you may want to zoom in on and take that too as well. But at the end of it, I'm gonna give you an informational tutorial for more insight on what's going on. Excuse, you know, how it looks. It's a little cold and nippy out here. All right, so here you go. You know, as you see, everything is the same. I'm not going to walk around the back or anything like that, just for, you know, safety purposes. But everything is an original on here. And one thing I did notice that's on here that I thought was cool, they had roofing material as siding. So all of this is roofing material. Now they may call it something else back then. If anybody knows what they called it back then, leave a comment below. If anybody knows what they called it, you know, back then in 1912, 1911, leave a comment below and let me know. But it looks like roofing material. What they call it, look like shingles. That's all on the siding. All right, so, and everything is the original doors. This is the original doors, the original windows. As you can see, it's been busted out and stuff, but they got the boards holding it in. And as you can see, the foundation of the wood that's holding up the school, that's tacked on by the shingles. It looked like that they tried to put siding up there and just stopped. So I don't know if they tried to go ahead and revamp and keep it moving and try to see what it looked like and kept it moving, but as you can see, it just, you know, stopped. You know, as you can see up there, ain't no gutter on there, the water just falling. So yeah, it's a lot of hazards around here, but we're just gonna, you know, keep it at a minimum so y'all can just see. Okay, so yeah, this is what it is right here. And I'm gonna go to the street part one more time just so you can get another glimpse at it. And but I just think that it's cool. Man, it's cold out here, but I just thought it was cool. Here it is one more time, and I'll go on the other side for you too as well. All right, and stay tuned for the informational pieces that I will do at the end of this vlog. All right, so there you have it. So any information, all right, now any information that I get about, you know, resources and trainings that the kids may get when they start doing this rebuild and what concepts they come up with and stuff, I will inform, because we got to keep it going for the next generation. We got to keep it going. We got to give them a solid foundation to stand on, to be able to progress on, and to be able to take it to that next level. So the more resources we provide them, the better they'll be, and then they can provide it for their next generation. All right, so make sure to stay tuned for the informational piece at the end. I hope this was useful for you. Any information I get, I'm gonna be sure to keep you abreast of what's going on. But you know, until then, subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit, very much appreciated. All right, I hope 2022 is going great for you, as it's going great for me already so far. I'm wishing everybody a healthy 2022, a prosperous 2022, and a great 2022. Anything positive, anything good, I wish it on you in 2022. It's going to be a new year, it's going to be a new day, and everybody will benefit from it. Okay, this is Raglan Jr. coming from Next Generation Landscaping. Keep persevering by any means necessary. Stay tuned to the end for the informational piece. To the next time, man, it's cold out here. See ya. The Fairmont Heights African American Historic Trail, Fairmont Elementary School, established in 1911, opened in 1912. Education for the children was an important concern for the community. In 1910, there were 100 children living in the community, but no school. The first school opened in 1909 in a frame house on 59th Avenue with Carrie Griffin as the first teacher. James F. Armstrong and Robert S. Nichols began in 1910 to work with the school commissioners, Frederick Sasker and Ottaway Zanzinger, to express the need for the community to have a school building. While there were several Oswald schools in Prince George's County, the Fairmont Heights Elementary School was not one. The Fairmont Heights Elementary School was not a Roswell school. The Roswell schools were any of the schools built primarily for the education of African American children. Julius Roswell, a Jewish clothier, was part owner of and later the president of Sears, Roebuck and Company. The building that housed the original Fairmont Heights Elementary School is one of the largest of the historic buildings in Fairmont Heights and was a focal point in the community. In January 1911, a group of residents approached the Board of School Commissioners and requested that an elementary school be built in the community. The board agreed, a building committee was appointed, a local Fairmont Heights architect, William Sidney Pittman, was chosen to submit a design for the school. The county appropriated $2,500 for construction. In April of 1911, the board ordered that the school be erected in accordance with Pittman's plans and specifications. By September 1911, the board purchased 4 unimproved lots for the corner of Chapel Avenue, now known as 61st Avenue and Addison Road. The school, to be known as Colored School, number 1 in District 18. Opened in 1912, James F. Armstrong was named Director of Manual Training. Robert S. Nichols was the chairman of the committee that successfully brought the first school to Fairmont Heights. He was instrumental in bringing about the incorporation of Fairmont Heights. In 1935, he was elected the first mayor and served 2 terms. In 1915, enrollment had increased to 160 pupils, with 5 teachers, 4 classrooms, 3 hallways, and a carpenter shop. With the development of the community and the increase of the local student population, the new school was soon overcrowded. In 1922, James Armstrong began to press the Board of Education for the construction of an addition to the school building. The one-story addition was completed in 1923. This building served as the public school for Fairmont Heights until 1934, when a new 8-room brick school was built at the corner of Addison Road and Sheriff Roads. Doswell Brooks was the supervisor of Prince George's County Schools for colored students for 34 years. He attended Hampton Institute, Hampton, Virginia, to become a teacher. In 1934, he helped to start the first high school in Upper Marlboro for colored students. In 1934, the school was named Frederick Douglass High School. After Frederick Douglass, an American social reformer born in Cordova, Maryland, Doswell Brooks helped to buy the first school bus for African American students. He served on the Fairmont Heights Town Council and was elected as the mayor in 1955. Robert Wrigley Gray grew up in Lakeland, later College Park, Maryland. He was the first principal of Fairmont Heights Elementary School. He attended Armstrong High School in Washington, D.C. He started to work in Prince George's County in 1934 as principal of Fairmont Heights Elementary School. He left Fairmont Heights to serve in the U.S. Army from 1942 to 1946 and returned to continue to serve as principal at the school until 1970. He served on the administrative board of his church, Grace Methodist. The Robert S. Gray Elementary School in District Heights, Maryland, opened in August 2011 and was dedicated in his honor on April 20th, 2012.